On this episode of Karen Pattock TV, how to decide what's more important when blogging, quality or quantity. Welcome to the show that focuses on helping you attract new leads and convert them to paying clients using online and social media marketing. I'm Karen Pattock, and thank you so much for spending this time with me. You know, one of my favorite things to do here on the Karen Pattock TV platform is to answer specific questions that I receive from my clients and viewers of this program. I recently received this question and I thought it would make for great content and would be extremely valuable to you as a viewer. So here's the question. Is it better to start with a blog every 2 weeks and be consistent, or try to send it out once a week but not be as consistent? That's a really great question, and I hear it quite often from my clients. It can be really difficult to stay consistent in creating new content, especially if your goal is once every week. For those people watching that create brand new content of their own more than once a week, well, my hat is off to you. Great job. That said, for most entrepreneurs, being consistent once per week can be difficult, especially when you're just starting out. So in that situation, what is more important when it comes to consistency? Telling your email list that you will connect with them every other week and sticking to it, or telling them that you'll connect with them every week but maybe not live up to that commitment? The answer: do what you say you will do and stick to it. So if you say every other week, be sure it's every other week. If you say every week, make sure it's every week. Consistency is king in the world of online marketing because too many business owners make promises they don't keep, and that ends up disappointing the people on their email list, which grows distrust, and none of us want that. Let me ease your mind by saying that you don't have to do everything on your own. Rather than locking yourself into that feeling that you must create brand new content of your own every week, try the following 3 suggestions. Number 1, repurpose a previous blog post. You can send the exact same post or scale it down a bit, throw in a couple of new lines, and you're good to go. Repurposing is a great way to save you time. Number 2, send a short email with a link to an article or other blog post that someone else created that shares valuable information with your audience. They will thank you for sending them a great resource. And number 3, draft a simple checklist or cheat sheet to help them solve a pain point. Send it out maybe every 5 or 6 weeks. They'll appreciate the blueprint and accountability it will provide. Remember, your job as an online marketer is to be a source of information. And that can come in many shapes and sizes, and it doesn't all have to be created by you in order to be valuable. Being more consistent in your content will make you a much more valuable resource to the people that are on your list. That type of consistency will build relationship and trust, which ultimately will lead to them being more willing to purchase from you when you have promotions running. So here's your action item for today's episode. Sit in front of your computer for the next 30 to 60 minutes. Find 10 to 15 articles that your target audience will find beneficial and bookmark those pages. Now, up your game. Instead of sending content every other week, send it weekly, alternating between your new fresh content and the content that you just bookmarked as valuable. Be sure that you are sharing everything you do on all of the social media platforms that you are active on, and then link everything back to your website. Remember, we want to link people back to our website as much as possible. Now, if you liked today's episode, then please leave me a comment. Let me know that you are committed to getting super duper consistent in your content marketing. And if you know someone that would benefit from this information, I would be greatly appreciative if you would share it with them. Share this episode with them and help me get this information out to as many people as possible, because I know that together we can make a difference in the world. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you next week on another episode of Karen Pattock TV. Thanks, and have a great week, everybody.